What's up, guys? It's your boys Awoki back out with another Chris Watts video, and by popular demand from a lot of you guys have been wanting me to watch Rabbit Hole Rocks video of Chris Watts' mistress pretends to be her cousin again. We haven't heard both calls. We've heard the first call, but apparently this one is even juicier and filled full of red flags. So we're going to watch this together. Plus, I'm going to try to get with Rabbit Hole Rocks so that we can do a collaboration, because a lot of you guys have been wanting us to do a collab. So definitely want to get that taken care of. So I'll be reaching out to Rabbit Hole Rocks. But until that time, let's get into the video. And first, subscribe to my YouTube channel by hitting that wiper icon down at the bottom right. Hit that bell icon next to it, so when I do post videos like this one, you guys will get that little ring notification that I've posted that video. And then you guys can watch, comment, like, and share. And again, thank you so much for the love and support. Show that same love over at Rabbit Hole Rocks. She's getting closer to 5,000. So let's give her some love. And with that being said, let's get into that video.
I am Nicole's cousin. You're all saying I'm Nicole. I'm not. This all started because Christopher Watts chose to kill his family.
I have not heard this one.
Don't you think he should man up and tell the truth about why he killed his family, instead of just saying, Nikki, I love you? And
the little beep, because she hasn't put batteries in her smoke detector.
I'm sorry. That. We didn't tell you to kill your family. You shouldn't have killed your family. You will never see the baby, whether you're in prison or not. We don't want you free, Christopher Watts, because we do know you're a
there is no baby.
Psychotic killer, possibly serial killer.
Hey guys, welcome back to Rabbit Hole Rocks. Today we have another Nichol Kessinger's cousin video. This video is from Slim Hoffa's YouTube channel, so go ahead and check it out. It is the same channel that sourced the original Nichol Kessinger audio from our last video. This video was published November 23rd, 2020, and it is the second time that Nichol Kessinger's cousin called in. Like we did with our last video, we're just gonna go ahead and assume that this comes from a reliable source, that it is Nichol Kessinger or Nichol Kessinger's cousin.
I like that she goes, you guys think that this is Nichol Kessinger herself? Well, you're wrong. It's like, okay.
And we're just gonna go ahead and do the same thing. We're gonna analyze her voice and what she says and try and figure out if this is Nichol Kessinger calling again, because she didn't sound convincing.
Oh, it is her. I've used voice recognition. It is her.
The first time. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into this call.
Okay.
She's just a little tipsy.
Hi, I am Nicole's cousin. You're all saying I'm Nicole. I'm not. This all...
Okay, I'm gonna call again because I wasn't convincing the first time. Okay, yeah. Okay. Hi, I am Nichol Kessinger's cousin, calling in for the second time. I know everyone says I am Nicole, but I'm not. This again sounds like another slip up. This person said, hi guys, I am Nicole's cousin.
Hi, I am Nicole's cousin. You're all saying I'm Nicole. I'm not.
I'm not Nicole, I promise. Please believe me when I say I'm not Nicole. Trust me. Every time that this person calls in, she refers to herself as Nichol Kessinger's cousin. Never says her name, nothing. I mean, of course, right? Since this person is...
But they had to move 6 times. We don't care about the cousin. We don't care about the aunt. We care about Nicole. We don't even care about Nichol Kessinger's mother. We care about Nicole.
Claiming to have been harassed, and they changed their name and they had to move. Of course, they're not going to want to give us their name. But I find it very convenient that a cousin...
I have proved that Nichol Kessinger hasn't changed her name. It's not Nicole Sophia Miller. It's Nichol Kessinger.
And has to call in to defend Nichol Kessinger. Let's continue.
I am Nicole's cousin. You're all saying I'm Nicole. I'm not. This all started because Christopher Watts chose to kill his family. He did not kill his family for Nicole. He has even written us letters. He killed his family and he doesn't know why.
Nicole's cousin is saying that Chris Watts write letters to them and that he tells them that he killed his family, but he doesn't know why. This person on the phone is trying really hard to get her cousin off the hook here. I don't think my cousins love me or care about me
I was to say, my cousins would probably not even care
enough to want to defend me this much.
Yeah.
And she's also trying to downplay Nichol Kessinger's
No offense to any of my cousins that are watching this, which they're probably not, but you never know.
involvement by saying that all of this happened because Chris decided one morning, just out of thin air, out of the blue, he woke up and he chose to annihilate his family. And saying that Nichol had nothing to do with it. He didn't murder his family because of Nichol. No, he just woke up one morning and chose to do it. In my last video, we saw Nichol Kessinger almost beg Kevin to let her know if her name was in the affidavit.
The affidavit becomes public, which I think they mentioned maybe early next week.
And later on, she asks in the second interview, do you think that he's going to take this all the way to trial? She wants to know. She wants to know because she wants to prepare herself for possibly having to be there.
That'll keep the media busy for a while.
No, so her name wasn't in it, did you think?
I don't think your name
Mark
was
said
in
he
it.
didn't publish that thing yet, so if he...
At some point,
Publish that thing? What thing? What thing?
your name is going to come out. I mean, there's just no way it's not. And like I told you, I
So
want
when do you think that is? Like when we take this to trial? Like at what point? Because nobody knows about this.
if he pleads guilty, is that information still available? Absolutely. You know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
So
Okay.
all that information still goes to them. So there is not them ever getting her name. It is going to be there at some point. And I don't know. I understand your fear. And that's why I told you that if anybody...
Your actions have consequences. Don't be messing with a married man. Don't be messing with a married woman. They're married for a reason. Back off.
If somebody calls you and says, anything minor, you call me and let me know, please. I will not stand for that.
She was so worried about what the public was going to say about her that she didn't want her name to come out publicly. We see her have this discussion with Kevin back and forth. He's trying to console her and he's trying to make her feel.
Why do you think she hasn't come forward? Because there's people that are like, oh, Zawoki, Nicole's going to sue you. For what? Having an opinion? Because I think that she was involved? I'm not saying, yep, she did it. Yep, she was there. I mean, I kind of am, but I'm questioning it. Because I can't 100%. It's like when you buy condoms and they say in the box 99.999%, but there's always that 1 or 0.0000001% that you can get pregnant. This is kind of that thing. I'm 99.9999999% thinking that she was there. I know that she was there. I just have the feeling. But legally, I cannot say that she was there. And what is she going to sue me for? Because he hurt my feelings? I mean, we don't sue for people's feelings to get hurt. I can't believe people are like, I hope she sues you. Go ahead. Let's go to trial. Sue me, Nicole. You're going to get, I think, $8.95, which is what I have right now until Monday. So,
better about the possibility that her name might come out or it might not come out. She tries to convince Kevin and convince herself that the reason that Chris annihilated his family was due to finances. This is what we see Nicole try over and over again during that interview.
And she's tried every little alley to get there.
She tries to take all of the blame away from herself and tries to blame everything on Shanann. The reason, according to Nicole, and apparently according to Kevin, the reason that Chris annihilated his family was due to finances. And this is what she constantly tries to get Kevin to believe. And this is what she was hoping for. She was hoping that her name never came out and that people would believe that the reason Chris annihilated his family was because of finances. We see it all over again. We see it in this phone call. This supposed cousin is trying to say the same thing. She's trying to take the blame away from Nichol. Oh, Chris didn't murder his family because of Nichol. It was all finances. Yeah, except Chris and Shanann filed for bankruptcy in 2015, and he did not annihilate his family until Nichol Kessinger came into his life. Is that a coincidence? I don't think so. Let me know what you think. Do you think this is a coincidence? No. Let's continue.
Still talks shit about his wife that he killed. He has written so many letters, saying that he killed it. He doesn't know why. He wishes he could.
Chris is probably writing letters as we speak because he has nothing better to do.
Take it back, not so his wife would be alive, but so he could be with Nikki. Okay, we have had to change our name. We've moved to Alaska, and the harassment still continues. Nichol can't even.
You're not in Alaska.
Get
what?
Wishes he.
You're not.
Could take it back, not so his wife would be alive, but so he could be with Nikki. Okay, we have had to change our name. We've moved to Alaska, and the harassment still continues. Nichol can't even get a job. She had a great job.
Okay, so the cousin, the one that knows
your aunt or your actions have consequences. I hope that people think before they do things that, oh, if I do this, what are the repercussions? What is the turmoil that this is going to cause people, including myself and others? Okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do the right thing. Do the right thing. Your actions have consequences.
No one knows about or even cares about, moved to Alaska.
Yeah.
Was this another one of Nichol Kessinger's slip-ups? Did she just let us know where she's at? She's in Alaska. I do believe this.
She's still in Colorado.
Because if witness protection is going to come in and remove someone's identity and completely disappear, it makes sense that they would move this person to Alaska. Alaska is remote. Alaska is still known as the last frontier. Alaska is such a huge, huge state. On top of that, it's not part of the contiguous United States. So I do believe that if witness protection was going to move Nichol Kessinger, they would move her to Alaska. It makes the most sense. It's away from the lower 48. If she is gonna go somewhere and be out in public and be able to shop and go into a grocery store, I believe it would be Alaska because it's so far away from the rest of the United States. I think it would be a lot easier to blend in Alaska. Now, do Alaskans know about this case? Absolutely. But again, because Alaska is so huge, it is such a...
I got people from Antarctica that have messaged me. They're like, oh, I'm down here on my cycle in Antarctica. I'm watching your video. I'm like, what? It's in my comments. Look at my videos.
Vast and remote piece of land that Nichol Kessinger can live anywhere in Alaska, and she could probably even be living in a little remote cottage somewhere and raising her own chickens and growing her own carrots. So I do believe that Nichol just slipped up and told us that she's in Alaska. Because again, it's not believable that Nichol Kessinger's cousin would have to change their name because we don't know who she is. Who is Nichol Kessinger's cousin?
Nichol Kessinger hasn't even changed her name.
And we don't care about Nichol Kessinger's cousin. So why would she have to change her name?
In 2022 and 2023, she signed her name Nichol Kessinger.
And moved to Alaska. I think this is a slip up. She's under the influence of something again, and she slipped up. That is my belief, but let me know what you all think. She might be
probably the devil's lettuce. It's a pen, by the way.
in Alaska, you guys. Who knows? Let's continue.
It looks the same to me.
Before Christopher Watts decided to kill his family. Christopher Watts killed his family on his own.
Who else calls Chris Watts Christopher other than his mommy, Nichol? Oh, crap.
I don't even think Shanann called Chris Christopher that much. In all the videos you hear, you hear her say Christopher here and there, but majority of the time it's Chris. Like my fiance, she'll call me Nick, not Nicholas. Nick.
Christopher, thank you for coming with me to the dunes, my love. Thank you for coming with me, Christopher. Nichol Kessinger's cousin also calls Chris Christopher. Let's continue.
The reason why it's funny because it looked like the same thing.
Christopher Watts is the one who killed his wife, killed his kids, took the bodies up to Anadarko and fucking left them at the work site. Okay? Do you really think if anyone was going to help Christopher Watts, they would tell him to take his family to the job site? I don't fucking think so.
As that one psychologist says, there's truth within the lies.
Sounds like Nichol Kessinger trying to convince us that she would never tell Chris to dump his family at his work site. I think she's letting us know that her plan, right? Her plan, the original plan, fell through. And she is trying to let us know that she's not stupid enough to tell Chris to dump his family's bodies at his work site. At Anadarko. This is what this cousin is saying. Oh, my cousin isn't stupid enough to tell him to drop off the bodies at Anadarko at his work site. She's not that stupid. We're hearing it again. This is the second time that we hear it from this supposed cousin. This is what's happening. Let's go ahead and listen to that again.
Hey, do you really think if anyone was going to help Christopher Watts, they would tell him to take his family to the job site? I don't fucking...
Oh, you mean the job site that was going to be decommissioned in September?
think so. He did it. He says he did it. He even says he doesn't know why he did it. Okay?
Because of NK, he wanted to start a new life with her. And financial gain. Because the insurance policies.
That's what he says. Don't you think he should man up and tell the truth about why he...
Don't you think you should woman up and talk and tell it like it is? I mean, the end of the world could be around the corner. It could be in the next 5 minutes. NK, have you repented? Have you stated what you did wrong? Just saying. I'm not judging you. Kind of a little bit.
Killed his family instead of...
She still hasn't changed her batteries from her smoke detector. Change the batteries from your smoke detector. This thing is going off again.
Did it. He says he did it. He even says he doesn't know why he did it. Okay? That's what he says. Don't you think he should man up and tell the truth about why he killed his family? Instead of just saying, Nikki, I love you and I'm sorry. Fuck that shit. Then he started shit with his wife's picture on Christmas Day of last year. You know, he's got his family's pictures. He's able to get on Quora links and send pictures.
What? Get on Quora links and send pictures? Does anybody know what she's talking about?
Took a picture of a picture. Sent his picture of his wife on Christmas Day, starting shit, saying, oh, I'm alone, you know, I'm sad about the holidays, I'm alone, like, all this, I killed my family bullshit. Well, you're alone, Christopher Watts, because you killed your fucking family. Fuck you. We didn't tell you to kill your fucking family. You shouldn't have killed your fucking family.
Who is...
Yeah, who is we? Who's the we?
We didn't tell you? What? She's saying a lot here. So Chris Watts is writing letters. He's telling, supposedly, he's telling Nichol Kessinger's cousin and Nichol Kessinger's aunt that he doesn't know why he murdered his family. Now this person is saying something about the pictures, that Chris took a photo of a photo and then started some stuff. In Quora links, what is that? Okay, so Quora links.
Thank you, Rabbit Hole. This is why I like this woman. She's very thorough. Quora links is a messaging service that allows authorized individuals. She's probably going to tell us.
.com is a messaging service that allows authorized individuals to communicate with inmates via email. Huh. This
Aha! Interesting.
is interesting. Is Chris emailing Nichol and apologizing and still saying, oh, I love you? Chris has said that he still is in love with Nichol. And the other thing.
So authorized users, parents, siblings, mistresses that can communicate with inmates via email. So is Nichol messaging Chris through this?
That this person said, which is true, is that Chris Watts has pictures of his family in his jail cell. There was an entire petition to get those pictures removed.
Unfortunately, petitions are not going to do anything. It just shows how many people want this, but none of these petitions, I feel, are going to do anything. I mean, it shows right there. 20,000 people think that he should not have pictures. Is it going to do anything? Probably not, unfortunately. We're talking like you have to have petitions of millions of signatures, and that's not even touching the surface if that would even move or budge anything.
His jail cell, because he should not have photos of his victims in his jail cell.
No.
Those are his victims. They were his.
It would be like Hitler having Jewish people on the wall. Gypsies, Catholics. Like he had a whole bunch of different people that he hated, but you don't see them on his wall. Well, he didn't because he killed himself. But, well, at least that's what we think. There's a theory about that one, but I'm not going to go into that one with this video. But yeah, why would we let any prisoner or any villain to put a picture of the victims on their wall, even if they are family? That's sick.
His children, but he relinquished the title of father when he murdered his children.
And husband.
So he should not be allowed to have photos of his victims in his jail cell.
Agreed.
This person is saying that Chris took a photo and then sent it via email and starting shit. Whatever this.
So wouldn't that mean that he would have to have a camera in the prison?
Shit that he's starting, I don't know what it is, but let's go ahead and continue listening to this. There seems to be some truth coming out of this
There's truth within the lies.
second voice recording. Let's listen to that again.
Holidays, I'm alone, like all this I killed my family bullshit. That's what he says. Don't you think he should man up and tell the truth about why he killed his family instead of just saying, I love you and I'm sorry? Fuck that shit. Then
why would a cousin be this scornful at this man? He wasn't sleeping with you.
he started shit with his wife's picture on Christmas Day of last year. You know, he's got his family's pictures. He's able to get on Quora links and send pictures. He took a picture of a picture, sent his picture of his wife on Christmas Day, starting shit, saying, oh, I'm alone, you know, I'm more sad about the holidays, I'm alone, like, all this, I killed my family bullshit. Well, you're alone, Christopher Watts, because you killed your fucking family. Fuck you. We didn't tell you to kill your fucking family. You shouldn't have killed your fucking family. You will never see the baby, whether you're in prison or not. We don't want you free, Christopher Watts, because we do know you're a fucking psychotic killer, possibly serial killer.
What? Okay, here's the baby again. She mentioned the baby in the last audio recording, and I kind of glanced over it because I thought, okay, she's just lying. She's just adding more lies into her story.
And serial killer is more than 5 kills, thank you.
But here is the baby again. She's mentioning the baby again. She's saying that he will never see the baby because he is a psychotic killer, possibly a serial killer. What baby? Is Nichol Kessinger trying to say that she had a baby? Did she just say that she had a baby with Chris and that he will never see the baby because he's in prison? I have more questions now. I have questions about this photo that he took.
Rabbit Hole Rocks, welcome to Watts Island.
What kind of shit was he starting? Who did he send the photo to? Did he send it to Nichol? And Nichol got upset, and that's why she's saying, oh, you're starting shit with me? Because that's what it really sounds like here. Yeah, let's listen to that again.
You will never see the baby, whether you're in prison or not. We don't want you free, Christopher Watts, because we do know you're a fucking psychotic killer, possibly serial killer.
She still wants people to believe that Chris was a serial killer, that he had something to do with that woman that went missing in Brighton. And, you know, I'm actually very curious now. Let's look up this missing woman in Brighton. The woman reported missing in Brighton, Colorado in 2018 is Terry Ackerman.
Which is how many days afterwards? Which, in fact, that her remains were just found not too long ago. Like 2 months ago. See, right there, September 10th. It was like, I thought it was the beginning of September. It pretty much is. So.
Whose remains were found on September 10th, 2025. What? This was 2 months ago. This is literally just 2 months ago that Terry
But Chris was already in prison.
Ackerman's remains were found. Ackerman was reported missing by her husband on August 24th, 2018.
I think you need to look at the husband.
This person was reported missing on August 24th, though, which was almost a week. This is a week later, a week after Shanann and Bella and Cece were reported missing. Okay, there are two women that went missing in Brighton in 2018. One of them is Rita Gutierrez Garcia, missing March 18th, which was months before Shanann, Bella, and Cece were reported missing. I believe this is the person that Nichol Kessinger was referring to during the interview with Kevin Kobach, because the second one was August 24th of 2018. And Nichol Kessinger's interview with Kevin Kobach was on August 16th. So Terry had not been reported missing then. But this is very crazy that Terry's body was found at her home, and her body was found just 2 months ago, and she went missing 7 years ago, around the same time that Shanann, Bella, and Cece were murdered. So Terry's case might have been overshadowed by Christopher Watts' triple murder case, which broke about 2 weeks before Terry disappeared. And she was found on her former property. Her husband reported her missing. So we can only guess who did that. Yeah, this is very interesting.
Probably the husband.
Let's go ahead.
Stop killing your family members. Killing is not the answer. Slapping up in the face with a tortilla is, or tortilla, you know what I'm talking about. Slapping each other in the face, that's legit.
Rita Gutierrez.
Rita Gutierrez. Well, she's pretty.
Longmont, Colorado. And so, okay, so this is the one. This is the one that Nichol Kessinger was referring to. The one in Brighton /
Remains, investigators to her remains earlier this year. Yeah, but they already have the guy, Juan. Juan Jr. is the one that murdered
Longmont. She mentions Longmont during her interview with Kevin Kobach.
Like, all right, like, something happened. This woman is missing. Whether it was him or someone else. I know, like, a woman went missing not too long ago in Longmont. Like, I think it was like 2 months ago or something like that. And
so what if they thought, because this whole missing persons people that have gone missing, they're like, just make her go missing. They won't find her. They haven't found the other women. What if that was the whole ding that they were like, oh, if we say it's a missing persons case, we'll be fine, and we can go on our little honeymoon together. The little trip that he wanted to make with Nichol.
You guys, not you guys, but somebody there called off the search on her. I don't think they ever found her. So I was like, I don't know, maybe that's connected. Maybe somebody came and got her. Maybe.
The way that she's talking about it, it's like she's talking about the weather, like it's going to be rainy tomorrow. Oh, yeah, she was missing. She hasn't been found. Okay, next.
He did something. I don't know, but I knew like it was a problem.
We know that those two cases are not at all connected. Here we have 2022. A man was sentenced to 48 years for the killing of Rita Gutierrez Garcia. It wasn't a serial killer, and these two cases were not linked, but we saw Nichol Kessinger make a desperate attempt to connect the two and to make it seem like it was probably a serial killer in Colorado going around murdering women. That's not the case at all. Oh, look at this. Interesting, right? Weld County. Let's look at what Weld County did again.
No.
Weld County, as a part of a plea deal, required to supply a written confession that Figueroa Jr. alone, that he alone was responsible for Gutierrez Garcia's death. It looks like Weld County District Attorney Michael Rourke loves plea deals. Does he actually want to prosecute murderers? Or does he just want to give plea deals to all of them? This is again coming from Weld County. Gutierrez Garcia was last seen on March 18th in downtown Longmont and remained missing until her body was found on April 28th in the area of Weld County, east of Longmont. I do find it very...
So if she was taken in, what was it? March, so she was found like a month later.
Interesting that we see yet another plea deal coming out of Weld County where the suspect had to give a written confession as part of his plea deal that he alone was responsible for this murder. I find it very lazy. You know, I've never worked at a courthouse. I'm not a lawyer of any sort. And I do understand that district attorneys cut plea deals all the time. But here we go again. Another plea deal? Another woman went missing in Weld County and we get a...
You're shaking hands with evil. Why are we making deals for people that didn't give deals to the people that they murdered? I think that's a slap in the face.
Another plea deal. As long as Michael Rourke continues to be a district attorney of Weld County, the man is just gonna keep giving out plea deals. You get a plea deal, and you get a plea deal, and you get a plea deal. Everyone gets a plea
What is he, Oprah?
deal. Yeah, District Attorney Michael Rourke, he's just out here handing plea deals to all of the murder suspects. All of them. You get a plea deal for everyone. Woo woo. Plea deal for you, plea deal for you, plea deal for you. But if you criticize Nichol Kessinger, you don't get a plea deal. You go straight to jail. What is going on here? What is going on with Weld County? What is going on with Michael Rourke? Handing out plea deals to all of the murder suspects. He just wants these cases to be open and shut as fast as possible so that he can get reelected. It makes
And get paid better. Because you do a good job, you get raises.
Michael Rourke seem like an efficient district attorney, except he's not. If he is not actually going after everyone involved in these murders, he's not seeking justice. This is not full justice that we're seeing here. He's not trying to get us the full truth. He's not trying to get full justice. He just wants to seem efficient in Weld County so that he can get reelected. Yeah, and here he is. Here we have Michael Rourke being sworn into office for the last time. How he even won a re-election after the...
He won by default.
Chris Watts case
Nobody ran against him.
is mind-blowing because he did such a poor job. But luckily, this is the last time that Weld County has to deal with such incompetence and such selfishness. It's simply saying thank you to each and every person along the journey. Oh, Mikey. Oh, Mikey. In my opinion, Michael Rourke is compromised. He's compromised and he needs to go. And I'm glad to see that this is his last term as district attorney, but I really wish that he had never been elected in the first place, let alone re-elected, because he did a poor job with the Chris Watts case. This man, all he does is hand out plea deals like Oprah Winfrey. Everyone gets plea deals! Woo! Let's continue.
You were already stepping outside your marriage. You tell police you wouldn't have done that if it wouldn't have been for Nichol, possibly serial, in prison or not. We don't want you free, Christopher Watts, because we do know you're a fucking psychotic killer, possibly serial killer. You were already stepping outside your marriage. You tell police you wouldn't have done that if it wouldn't have been for Nichol, but you already were stepping outside your marriage with your wife. And you talked shit about your wife, saying she was laying down with every other man while you were at work. You talk shit about your wife every chance you get.
I do believe that Chris was talking ill of Shanann.
Yes,
and
I
I think that the only reason he was doing that was because he was into Nichol. And Nichol was feeding it right back to him, which is how he ended up doing what he did. Do I really believe that Chris was telling Nichol that Shanann was stepping out of the marriage? I don't believe that at all. She had access to Shanann's Facebook. Anyone with eyes could see that Shanann was very married. She was still very dedicated, very committed to her marriage and to her family.
She's buying Chris self-help books to fix the marriage.
And to her children. Everything on Facebook tells us that. Not a single post from Shanann gave anybody the impression that she was ready to step out of the marriage.
Plus, her Facebook was plastered everywhere. So if somebody was messing around with her, wouldn't they say something?
Marriage, or that she was even seeing another man. How could she possibly be seeing other people? This is ridiculous. This is one of Nichol Kessinger's attempts, in my opinion.
And again, the birth of the Shanann haters.
To blame everything on Shanann, to take the blame away from herself and blame everything on Shanann and then on Chris, because she does not want to take responsibility for her part in any of this. The reason that 4 innocent lives were taken was because of Nichol Kessinger. All of the evidence points to Nichol Kessinger being the culprit. She was the main reason why Chris wanted his family gone, so that he could be with her. He was possessed by her. I don't believe that he was demonically possessed, but I believe that he was possessed by her manipulation. Because she had been with Chris, she had been sleeping with him for weeks, she considered him her man. And so anytime that he had to leave to go be with his family, Nichol would get jealous. She would become enraged.
She had her moments where I had to talk her like,
women don't want to be second place. They want to be the main squeeze.
Off a ledge kind of deal. What does that mean? It's like, I guess after the fact, there was like videos of her that she was like recording herself because she was like bipolar or something. I never knew that. But
she had to record herself?
It's like, it worked up about nothing. Kind of pissed Nikki off too, that
she would get worked up over nothing. Just think what she would get worked up over something.
Then I left, but I think that's when I called Nikki later and she was like, she kind of realized that, she'd always be like, second, she said second bill, actually.
And I think that this is what drove Chris to annihilate his family, was the pressure that Nichol was putting on him to leave his family, abandon them. Be with me, please. Look, I love camping.
I like when you call me your sweet empanada.
I took you to the sand dunes. Does that not mean anything to you? I listen.
I let you do butt stuff.
To you, though. I think that she was love bombing him, and Chris is just so stupid that he can't see that. And he believed that he could have a better life with Nichol. And so that's why he annihilated his family. Because Chris, being the covert narcissist that he already was, he believed that his family stood in the way of what he wanted, which was a life with Nichol. Again, desperate attempt from Nichol Kessinger's cousin to distance herself from the reason why 4 innocent lives were taken. Let's continue.
With your wife. And you talked shit about your wife, saying she was laying down with every other man while you were at work. You talk shit about your wife every chance you get. Why don't they show those letters? Kim, why don't you show Christopher's real letters?
Who's Kim?
Kim is that woman that was on the side of Chris Watts for a while, till they had a fallout.
Kim, why don't you show Christopher's real letters?
That was it. This was a 3-minute phone call, and a lot was said here.
So like cut off.
There was mention of a baby. Who is this baby? Do I believe that Nichol Kessinger had Chris's baby? No, I don't believe it. I don't believe that she had his baby. I think that this is just Nichol wanting attention, defend herself through a fake cousin. She's trying to defend herself. I think her main regret is that the plan fell through. I think that Nichol regrets not accounting for Shanann's friends. She didn't plan around Nicole Atkinson. I believe that Nichol and Chris both believed that Shanann was going to be reported missing, after 24 hours, and that the real search would have happened after 24 to 48
Or it was going to take longer because they figured that nobody was finding these other women that are missing. So they're like, oh, we'll just say that she's missing. And they went off. It's gold. We'll get the insurance money. We can pay off the debt and then we can live together happily ever after. But yeah, we're just the ones that are crazy. Okay.
hours, which would have given them enough time to hide evidence, to move the bodies,
Exactly.
to move the car, to park the car somewhere else, either at an airport or near.
And in 2 weeks after August 13th would have been the scheduled destruction of Survey 319, and they would have been completely gone. Like, if you look at Survey 319 now, it's been demolished. It's been sanded over. This could have been the same predicament, but then they had to postpone it until December. This makes so much sense. When they come up with the idea of making Shanann missing, this makes so much sense.
A park, to leave all of her belongings in her Lexus, and to make it seem like Shanann just ran away, took the girls, ran away with another man. Case closed, missing person. She's not really missing, she just took off. That is what Nichol regrets the most, was that
and there's other people missing, and yet because this case went viral, other cases were missed.
she didn't plan for Nicole Atkinson. This is Nichol.
What is happening in Colorado? Why do people want to move there?
This is Nichol Kessinger, in my opinion. This is Nichol Kessinger. She can't get over the fact that none of us believe her. I think she's a narcissist, and she just cannot live.
She should get drunk and call us again.
With herself, knowing that none of us believe her.
And that's the thing, too. Who is she calling? Who is she calling and leaving these recordings to? Did she record them on a video, or did she record them on an app and then send it out? Like, I have questions. And there's a ladybug on my... Sorry, ladybug. It was a ladybug on my desk. But yeah.
I think she's angry that we still believe that she was the culprit. She was the catalyst. And she's trying to defend herself desperately to make herself the victim in all of this by pretending to be Nichol Kessinger's cousin, calling in, defending Nichol. Oh, my cousin is so good. Yeah, it wasn't her. Nichol likes to burglarize my mom's home, but she's also a really good person. I am still free. I am not in jail yet, so we'll see. We'll see after today, though. I don't know. I probably hurt Michael Rourke's feelings. Oh, am I gonna go to jail now? Or do people only go to jail when they criticize Nichol Kessinger? I'm in jail. But anyway, that is all I have for you.
I definitely need to collab with Rabbit Hole Rocks. Hopefully she gets back to me. I'll message her after this. But definitely the secondary phone call was a joke in itself. Worse than the first one. That was 6 minutes long, talking about a baby and then throwing us off with the Longmount woman that's been missing, and then calling Chris a serial killer. Like, Comment your guys' thoughts down below, please. Make sure you guys give your love where it is due with Miss Rabbit Hole Rocks. And of course, hit the bell icon. Share with your friends. We'll see you guys in the next video. Please take care, be safe. And as always, keep nerding on. We will see you guys in the next one.